In this video, I'm going to be discussing about reverse proxy server and forward proxy server. So in a client-server architecture, a proxy server is a server which acts as an intermediator between a client and the server. The client sends its request to the proxy server to connect to the server to which the client wishes to communicate. The proxy server forwards client request to the server but using its own credentials. That is, it does not show the IP address of the client to the server. So for the server, the request came from the proxy server. So server does not know anything about client on the other side. All it knows that some machine asked for a page which is being hosted on the server and it serves the request to the proxy server. This type of proxy is also called forward proxy server. Now why would one want to use proxy server? The first reason would be for security, that is to stay anonymous to the server over the network. And secondly, it might happen that client is not able to directly connect to the server, maybe because server blocked the client's IP address, or it may be because of some restriction on the client side. So in those cases, the client could use the services of a proxy server to connect to the server. Now, if you search Google for proxy server, you would find many free proxy servers over internet. Let's go to this one. Now, on the proxy server, you would write the URL of the website to which you want to connect. And you would land on the page of the website. On the page of the proxy server, you could see the URL which you are currently accessing. But on your browser's address bar, you could see that you are actually using the proxy server to connect to a certain website. So the client knows about the proxy server and it can see that it's using the services of the proxy server to connect to some other website. It's the complete opposite of a forward proxy server would be a reverse proxy server. Now a reverse proxy server works the same way as a forward proxy server, but it works on the behalf of the server and not client. The client does not know that its request is being forwarded to some other server by the reverse proxy server. The client sends its request to the proxy server and the server, based on the request, forward it to some other server. Now these other servers might be some file server which are hosting different websites, and based on the request at which website client is trying to access, the proxy server would forward client request to that server. Or these might be the servers providing different services to the client, and on the basis of the service being requested by the client will be forwarded to that specific server. But as client does not know about the request being forwarded, the URL on the address bar will not change on client side, and thus client would not see that on which server it's being forwarded, as in the case of forward proxy server. Now reasons that why reverse proxy server can be used. The first one would be obviously security, that is providing a common interface to the client with different requests. So anyone who is trying to access the server illegally would find it difficult to acquire the data, because in this case only the reverse proxy server knows that which request should go to which server. Secondly would be load balancing, because in this architecture the work is divided among multiple servers instead of having one server. This architecture can also provide fault tolerance if the data resides on more than one server. In case one server fails, next one will still be working to serve the request. Cloudflare is a company which provides these kind of services to its client. Cloudflare acts as a reverse proxy server for the websites. That would be all for this video. Thanks for watching.